Hey y'all, I'm Ariel and this is SoulThis Happen. Today we'll be making a spinach stuffed salmon and garlic rosemary mashed potatoes. Let's get started. So this recipe might seem fancy, but it's really not. It should take you about 30 minutes and I'll tell you everything you need. For the potatoes, you'll need 2 cups of chicken stock, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of sour cream, a stick of unsalted butter, 4 to 6 cloves of garlic, depending on how you like it, salt and pepper to taste, and 2 teaspoons of dried rosemary. For the fish, you'll need about 10 ounces of chopped drained spinach. You can use fresh or frozen, it depends on you. 1 medium diced red onion, a half a brick of cream cheese, and 4 cloves of minced garlic. Let's get started. In your Instapot, add 2 cups of chicken broth and garlic cloves. Close the lid and make sure the valve is set to sealed. Switch the Instapot to high pressure and cook for 20 minutes. So now that we got the potatoes going, we're gonna start on our filling for our fish. We're gonna first take our minced garlic and toss it in there with the drained and chopped spinach. Make sure you get all of that in there because you need every bit of it. Next, take our onion, same thing. Don't leave anything out. Use your mixing spoon if you got some remnants. Throw those bad boys in there as well. And your cream cheese. It's the best part of it all. So we're just gonna give that a good mix. It might be a little difficult, but you can get it done. I believe in you. Make sure you have your cream cheese at room temperature. It makes this process a lot easier. I thought mine was, but we're gonna move through it, keep it going. And to this mixture, I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. You can do it to your liking. I'm maybe gonna do about a teaspoon, maybe just a tad bit more. I'm also gonna take some Italian seasoning and just a few dashes of that, nothing crazy. And some black pepper, the usual suspects. Give that a good mix. Okay. And now we're gonna go ahead and grab our fish out of the fridge. To the salmon, we're gonna butterfly it. And basically what that means is just taking a knife and splitting through it, not too far to split it in half, but to make it look like butterfly wings. Exactly how it sounds, butterfly. So give you a brief demonstration. I already pre-butterflied this one just so you didn't see me be kind of crazy on camera. And basically you want something like this. Butterfly, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all that pretty because it's gonna taste good. And that's really all that matters. I am a visual eater, but we're gonna let this one slide. To our butterfly salmon, we are going to add our filling. And you are going to be extremely generous with this. The variation that I use is with just cream cheese, but you can use some feta if you like, maybe a cup, any kind of cheese that you want, gorgonzola, anything that your heart desires. You can basically just throw in here and bake it too. All right, so just gonna go ahead and spoon it in and spoon it all in till you get to the end of the salmon. As you can see with mine, it isn't butterflied all the way to the smallest part. It can be kind of difficult as the fish gets thinner towards that end. But if you got knife skills like that, go ahead. Me, I don't. So I'm just gonna stop where I know best. So just smooth out your spinach mixture. And if you do want more cheese, you can go ahead and do that too. I'm just sticking with the cream cheese today. But I have had it again with the feta. It's just phenomenal. Okay, now that we feel like we got that all smoothed and evened out, I am going to fold the fish back over. And if you kind of butchered your salmon, that's fine. Just get it back over the best way possible. So we're gonna take it like this. Oh, I didn't do too bad. Fold it over, fold it over. Grab the pieces you can. It's okay if you got a little hanging out. Fix it over like such. If you got a few holes, that's fine. You can either push them over or just let them be. Any specks that you have on the side, just let them be as well. Again, if it's hanging out, it's fine. It's not gonna overcook. After we finish folding our fish back over, we're gonna go ahead and just drizzle a tad bit of olive oil on top of the fish. This just keeps the moisture, keeps it from drying out in the top for the time it's gonna be in the oven. Nothing too crazy, just a little drizzle. I did a lot of drizzle, but it's not gonna kill it. All right. So if you have a basting brush, you can just use that to finish rubbing the oil over the rest of the fish. If you don't have a basting brush, you can just use your hand. Nobody's gonna judge you, but I'm gonna go ahead and use a basting brush. So use your basting brush, but again, if you are using your hands, please make sure you wash your hands, not just for the fish's well-being, but for yours as well. After we got that smoothly brushed over, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some Old Bay. You don't have to use Old Bay. You can use any seasoning you like, garlic, anything you want. But I just choose Old Bay. I just like the way it tastes with this fish. And be generous with the Old Bay. You don't have to be stingy. If you don't like the spice, you don't have to use as much as I'm using. But I like spice. My family knows that's my thing, so I'm trying not to go too crazy, but bear with me. And again, you can use lemon pepper, you can use garlic pepper, you can make your own mixture. If you have a particular flavor that you like on your salmon, you can do that as well. It's all up to you. This meal is like super versatile. You don't have to do it the way that I do it. You might not be feeling Old Bay sometimes. Sometimes I don't feel Old Bay, but it's just how I feel today. So now that my kitchen smells like a crab boil, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in my oven that I preheated to 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Here we go. While we got everything going, I just want to thank you so much for coming to my channel. This is something that I've always wanted to start for a very long time. I've just been dragging my feet, so finally I just jumped into it. I was always a foodie. My mom cooked, my dad cooked, so it was only right that I follow in their footsteps and do the same thing. This journey is super, super new to me. I don't know what I'm doing really, but I'm just glad that you're here to take it with me. So again, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Like, subscribe, and share if you need to, if you like what you see. Thanks. Now that our potatoes are all good to go, we're gonna go ahead and mash them up. Mash that garlic and those potatoes as best as you can. You can leave some of that chicken stock that we cooked them in if you want to. Just getting my arm workout right here. You can leave that in there. That's gonna do nothing but give it more flavor. If you do choose to go ahead and use the regular stove method, you can too. I understand everybody doesn't have a pressure cooker, but if you do, y'all find out that this is my best friend. But okay, let me not get sidetracked. Go ahead and throw that whole stick of butter in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and mash that on up too. Our fish is ready to go. We finished our 20 minutes on our fish, but we're gonna go ahead and throw it in the broiler for another 5 so it can just get nice and brown on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go ahead and add our milk to the mix. And you can just start off slow with the milk. It may be too much milk depending on how you like your mashed potatoes. I like mine kind of creamy because, you know, as they sit, they get kind of thick again. And I did leave the skin on my potatoes. If you don't like the skin on your potatoes, you can go ahead and peel them. But it's something that I prefer. My family really doesn't mind. They don't say anything to me anyway. So I just do that. Go ahead and add your sour cream. And run it on the sides. This. Go ahead and go with our crushed rosemary. And about 2 teaspoons of that. If you need more, you can go ahead and do that as well. Rosemary tends to be kind of potent, especially when it's dried. Salt it up. If you love that salt, go ahead and add that salt. If you don't, limit it. There we go. Pepper. Mix that on up in it. Boom. Let's see if we're good. I think my salmon is ready too. I think I did that. All right, let me go get my salmon. I'll be right back. Now that the fish is out the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some lemon for garnish and also flavor. I like to drizzle some lemon over the fish once it's done. It also makes it look super pretty. Now that our fish is done, I'm gonna go ahead and lay these lemon slices next to it and squeeze the remaining lemon over it. Let me go ahead and grab our fish. If you have some parsley, you could do that as well, whatever you wanna do, and just take this remaining lemon, just go ahead and just liberally squeeze that over. And that's really it. So now that I have the lemon drizzled over the fish, let me go ahead and plate this up so we can see how it tastes. Now that our food's all done, you got a fancy little number here. Let us go ahead and give it a taste and see if it looks as good, tastes as good as it looks. It does. It actually tastes really good. The potatoes have a really good garlicky flavor. And with the rosemary, hits just right. Let's go ahead and try the fish. And it tastes exactly what I thought it would. Good. I'm sorry. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have an Instagram, follow me on Instagram at SoulThis. Again, thank you so much. Come back for more content. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this plate. See you later. Bye.